You're not addicted to success. You're addicted to running from yourself. Every achievement, every milestone, every late night working, every dream of recognition is nothing but a distraction from the silence you fear the most. The silence of being alone with your own mind. You chase the applause of strangers because you cannot stand the sound of your own heartbeat when the world goes quiet. Success is not your passion, it is your escape route. Think about it. When you scroll through social media, do you admire success or do you envy it? When you hear of someone richer, someone younger, someone who made it, does it ignite inspiration? Or does it burn your insides with the reminder that your own life feels insufficient? The hunger you feel is not a hunger for growth. It is hunger to silence the voice inside you that whispers, "You are not enough." The obsession with success is not about climbing higher. It is about not falling deeper. Because deep down, you know what waits if you stop. The loneliness, the despair, the unresolved pain that gnaws at your core. Success is not your addiction. It is your shield, your distraction, your drug. And, like any drug, it demands more every time. One victory is never enough. One milestone never satisfies. Each time you reach the summit, you already crave the next. Terrified that if you pause, if you rest, you will hear the truth echoing in the silence, that you don't love yourself. You have been trained to believe that without success, you are nothing, as if human worth can be measured in numbers, followers, awards, bank accounts. But the truth is more haunting. Success has no meaning at all, except the meaning you project onto it. A trophy is only metal. A dollar is only paper. A title is only a sound, and yet you have tied your soul to them, hoping they will anchor you in a world where you feel like a ghost. But anchors don't stop the storm. They only sink you deeper. Imagine for a moment what happens when the applause fades, when the recognition dies, when the people who once admired you move on. What remains? Nothing but the person you were trying so hard to avoid, yourself. The one who hides behind productivity, ambition, and obsession, but is hollow at the core. Success doesn't save you. It only postpones the confrontation with your own emptiness. And the longer you run, the louder that emptiness becomes. Do you ever wonder why the most successful people are often the most broken? Why so many who have it all spiral into depression, addiction, even suicide? Because they discover the cruel truth. Success cannot heal you. It cannot fix the cracks in your heart, cannot silence the screams of your childhood traumas, cannot protect you from the weight of your own mind. Success can only decorate the prison you already live in. A golden cage is still a cage. You think you are climbing toward freedom, but you are digging deeper into captivity. You work harder, chase faster, sacrifice more, believing you are closer to redemption. But redemption does not come from trophies. It comes from confronting the very thing you are trying to escape, yourself. Success cannot give you peace. Only truth can. And truth is the most terrifying thing of all. Why do you believe that without accomplishments, your life is meaningless? Who taught you that your worth depends on external validation? Whose voice still echoes in your head, telling you that you must earn love, earn attention, earn existence itself? These voices are not yours. They are the echoes of a broken system, a culture that thrives on your insecurity. a society that dangles success in front of you like a carrot, while it feeds on your exhaustion, your envy, your despair. You are not addicted to success, you are enslaved by it. The chase will never end. No matter how much you achieve, there will always be someone above you, something greater, something more. Success is designed to keep you unsatisfied, forever reaching, forever hungry. And that hunger is the proof. Not that you are ambitious, but that you are empty. You don't crave success, you crave relief. Relief from yourself. And that is the most dangerous craving of all, because it has no cure in the outside world. You might think, if I just reach one more level, one more breakthrough, then I will feel whole. But that day never comes. Even when you touch the summit, you find the view is the same. Cold, silent, unsatisfying. The only difference is that now you've sacrificed even more of yourself to get there. Your relationships, your peace, your health, your soul. You trade everything in the name of success, yet the bargain leaves you poorer than ever. The truth is that you are not chasing success. You are running from failure. Not the failure of business, not the failure of goals, but the failure of confronting your own reflection. The failure of admitting that even if you achieve everything, you still feel nothing. And so, you keep running. But every mile only takes you further from the one place you truly need to go. Inward. What if success is not a prize at all, but a trap? A carefully constructed illusion designed to keep you distracted from your own suffering. What if the endless chase is not the proof of your drive, but proof of your fear? Fear that if you stop moving, the darkness inside will catch up. Fear that without external victories, there is no reason to exist. That fear is the real addiction, not success, but the terror of stillness. The terror of being seen by yourself. And so, you build monuments to distract from the ruins inside you. You polish the mask so no one sees the cracks underneath. You call it ambition, but it is avoidance. You call it drive, but it is desperation. You call it success, but it is survival. And the longer you play the game, the harder it becomes to step out. Because you know, deep down, that when the noise fades, when the lights go out, when the world no longer watches, you will be left with the one opponent you cannot defeat, yourself. And that is the battle you've been avoiding your entire life. Not the competition with others, not the struggle against the world, but the confrontation with yourself. The success you chase outside is only a reflection of the failure you fear inside. And no matter how many victories you collect, the mirror never lies. It shows you what you refuse to face, that you have mistaken achievement for identity, applause for love, recognition for worth. The world does not care about your trophies. The world forgets quickly. The hands that clap for you today will be the same hands that scroll past you tomorrow. And yet, you pour your blood into their approval, as if it will fill the void in your chest. But tell me, has it ever worked? Has a single compliment ever silenced the doubt that gnaws at you? Has a single win ever erased the loneliness that stalks you at night? No, because you cannot heal internal wounds with external bandages. You call yourself ambitious, but in truth you are terrified. Terrified of irrelevance, terrified of insignificance, terrified of silence, but most of all, terrified of yourself. Success is not the pursuit of greatness, it is the avoidance of pain. You are not chasing a dream. You are running from a nightmare. And the nightmare is the possibility that you will look into the depths of your own being and find nothing there. That is why no amount of achievement satisfies you. You are trying to fill an abyss, and the abyss only grows deeper. You are mistaking movement for meaning, progress for peace, applause for love. But peace does not come from the outside. Peace comes when you stop running, when you stop numbing, when you stop lying to yourself that success will save you. Peace comes when you walk into the silence you fear, and you face the shadow you have been running from your entire life. But facing that silence requires courage. More courage than chasing fortune, more courage than building empires, more courage than chasing perfection. Because the silence will strip you bare. It will force you to see yourself without the armor of titles, without the camouflage of ambition, without the mask of achievement. And what remains might terrify you. You might see a child still begging for approval. You might see wounds you never healed. You might see a soul you abandoned long ago in your pursuit of validation. But that truth, however brutal, is the beginning of freedom. You cannot heal what you refuse to see. You cannot love what you refuse to confront. And you cannot find yourself while you are busy chasing the approval of everyone else. Success is not the enemy. But success as an escape will always betray you. It will lead you deeper into exhaustion, emptiness, despair. And one day, when you finally collapse, you will realize that you were never addicted to success. You were addicted to forgetting who you are. The irony is cruel. Because the very thing you are running from, the confrontation with yourself, is the only thing that can set you free. The moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop running, the moment you dare to sit in silence with your own soul, you begin to see. And what you see is not weakness, but truth. Not failure, but humanity. Not emptiness, but space. Space for healing, for presence, for real love that is not bought by trophies or applause. The chase for success will never end, but the chase for truth begins the moment you stop. And when you stop, when you confront yourself, when you choose to feel instead of flee, you begin to realize that success is not the mountain you climb, but the courage to stand still in the storm. Success is not the world's recognition, but your own acceptance. Success is not escaping yourself, but embracing the self you abandoned. That is the liberation no trophy can give you. And yet, most will never choose this path. They will keep running until they break. They will keep chasing until they collapse. They will keep numbing until nothing is left. Because it is easier to run than to face. Easier to chase than to confront. Easier to burn out than to sit in silence with the unbearable truth. Most will die successful in the world's eyes, but strangers to their own soul. Their lives will look full, but their hearts will remain empty. They will be celebrated on the outside, but haunted on the inside. And the applause will never silence the screaming within. So, the question is not whether you will achieve success. The question is whether you will dare to face yourself before it's too late. Because no matter how fast you run, no matter how high you climb, no matter how much you achieve, the final confrontation is inevitable when the lights go out, when the world forgets, when your trophies gather dust. You will meet yourself in the silence. And in that moment, no amount of success will save you. The only thing that will matter is whether you dared to stop running and finally embrace the one person you have been fleeing from all along, yourself. The world will tell you to keep chasing, to keep striving, to keep proving. But ask yourself this: what if the greatest success is not being admired by millions, but being at peace with the one person who matters most, you? Because if you never find peace there, then no achievement will ever feel like enough. You are not addicted to success, you are addicted to escape. And escape is not freedom. Escape is the slowest form of death. The choice is yours. Keep running until you collapse, or stop now and face the only enemy that ever truly mattered: the reflection in the mirror. Subscribe if you are ready to confront the darkness within yourself. This is Philospiral.